Hi, my name is Tanya, and we see an injured bobcat, we believe it is. It looks to have something around its neck, kind of tubular, and it looked like it was kind of like crawling on its belly, and we've been sitting here like for 10 minutes watching it. So I'm not sure if this is something you could help with. It's on White Eagle and 44th in Lakewood Ranch in Lakewood Ranch, but it's White Eagle and 44th. It just went into the bushes, but it was sitting in this driveway for like a long time. Thank you.
So I'm looking at a map of White Eagle and 44th Avenue East.
Okay, yep.
Is it right at that intersection?
So the driveway that it was sitting on, my daughter thinks it's called Terraza Court.
Terraza? Okay.
Terraza Court.
I see that. Okay.
Yeah, so that was the little driveway where it was sitting. And it was there. We were there probably for 5 minutes, kind of watching it, trying to figure out what it was. Because we think it's a bobcat because the ears, but you couldn't see a tail, but I don't know if it's like scrunched under because he's, in pain or whatever. And it wasn't standing up fully. It's just crouched. And it's like jerky, but it's like a foot and a half tall, crouched down. And it was, like I said, it looks like a tube of some sort around its neck, like a toilet paper tube, but wider. You can kind of see that in the video, but we didn't get close enough to get a good video either.
Yeah, and sometimes when you send them through a text like that, it even degrades it worse, which
right.
What I saw was, I couldn't even tell what kind of animal it was. It looked like a turtle to me.
No, sorry, yeah, it's definitely a cat of some sort, but it's not, definitely bigger than a house cat, and it's not a raccoon, so I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like 80% sure it's a bobcat, but, and so that area between that driveway around the court and the stop sign, that's all the bushes there. It's like less than a half a block long, but it's a very narrow area wide. I left the area now. I've got kids in my car that haven't had dinner yet, so we didn't want to stay there.
Yeah. And I'm assuming you don't know the people who live at that house there?
Well, it's not a house. It's like a back gate to a neighborhood, so it's there's not an actual house right there. It's more of just a road to drive on with neighborhoods on either side.
I thought in the picture I saw like a fence or something with a light on it.
Yeah, there's a fence there that looks like a back, like maybe an emergency gate to a neighborhood, and then right in front of that I think is like a golf course management maintenance thing or something. I don't know. Is right there too.
Okay.
In that corner. So that's what changed. So I don't know. I mean, that's all the information I can give you, and I mean, it was just moving super jerky, and like I said, it looks like it has something on its neck, and I don't know, it just obviously was not behaving normally.
Okay, well thank you so much. I don't know if they'll be able to find it in the dark now, but maybe in the morning at first light they can go out there. That's been a really weird thing in Florida with bobcats it's the downspouts, when you have a water spout that comes off your house, they stick their head up in there trying to go after rats, and then they get those stuck on them.
And that was probably about the right size. Like I said, it was like a toilet paper tube but wider, and that would make sense. That was probably exactly what it was.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We got a call last night about a bobcat potentially with maybe a drain pipe stuck around its head. We've seen a few of those happen here in Florida recently. I think it's because bobcats are going after rats and such, and then they're getting those downspouts from your leader pipes that come off of the roof from gutters. They're getting that plastic part stuck around the head. And this is, you can see in the background here, this is the video that they sent me. Couldn't tell if it was a domestic cat or a bobcat. And it looked like it was heading into this tree line right here. So I'm going to go poke around in there. I came down here by myself because it's so unlikely that I'm going to be able to catch this cat or even spot this cat. But I brought the van in case the cat's in bad shape, I can catch it. And if not, I can call my crew. It's about an hour and a half from Tampa. Wish me luck. Back here along the fence, you can see a little bit of dragging. And then it goes down into a burrow know if a bobcat would use a burrow like that. It looks awfully small. I went around the outside of this fenced-in area. It looks like this is where they do all of the golf cart repairs and everything for the golf course. And so I just talked to the mechanics there. They have not seen the bobcat, but they said it was okay for me to go nose around in all of the bushes on the inside of the fence. So that's where I'm headed next. These are the bushes on the inside of the fence. You can see our van way out there at the other end of the gate. So I'm told this is an armadillo skull. We found back here, and I saw another little trail underneath there, but I thought it was for rabbits. All kinds of drain pieces the cat could have gotten his head stuck in. Even little short pieces that he could have gotten his head stuck in. On the back side of that wall, I've made a complete circle now, and it's obvious that something has been coming and going under this fence. It really looks too small for a bobcat. So I'm pushing my way in between these trees and fence because there's a place down there I want to stick my nose in, and look, it's a little bird nest. How cute. Such wildlife right here next to all of us, taking their habitats. That burrow I saw could definitely have been a rabbit. And blurry video last night, I just couldn't tell. It was moving very haltingly, and they thought there was something around its neck. I see it's kind of white around its neck, but that's just the color of his fur. I think if there were a bobcat in these woods, there's no way this rabbit would be hanging out with him, whether he had a pipe on his neck or not. You're making me very nervous, little rabbit. I'm so sorry. You should stay away from the street. Yeah, it's a very busy street out here. Like, go to the other side of your fence. It'd be a lot safer. I'm pretty sure this is what they saw on the film last night. The rabbit does move kind of haltingly. And I think maybe because it wasn't quite dark last night and it was feeling like, oh my gosh, it's a bunch of people in a car and I should be careful, but I want to go home. And it would have been right on its path to home, which is like right back there under that fence is where you saw the little burrow. I'll keep looking, but I think definitely this is who they saw last night, a little bunny. Covered in spider webs. Ugh. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm not seeing any other prey animals or bones or anything. No bobcat prints. I did a little test with a water bottle right where they said they saw the animal so I could get an idea of size. And I really think it's the rabbit. I really hope it's the rabbit. Maybe it's because I hope it's the rabbit and not some cat suffering. But I've been all over this place and creeping around in bushes all around the subdivision. I'm gonna ask Paula. She has been really wonderful about sending out letters to everybody in the neighborhood. So I'm gonna ask her to do that and see if anybody spots this cat to give us a call, maybe send us some better photos or videos of it, and we will definitely come back out. But for now, my money's on the bunny. Shake all of the spiders out of my hair. Maybe a bad idea in the wind.